eliminated right in that corner by Rash and Perv, the inbreed. You nutcases, I've got 5 words for you. The white coats are coming. Shot at the new breed, or as I like to call them, the inbreed. And why? Because I had a chat with Victoria de Montfort, the Commissioner of the FWA, and I said to her, Victoria, I need to get revenge on those 2 long-eared punks. And later tonight, I'm going to introduce a team who will be, without question, much better than those 2 Portsmouth jabronis I had 3 weeks ago. So let me just say this. By the end of the night, new breed, you'll be dead breed.
Tonight on Frontier Wrestling, we'll see Solid Gold Scott Parker take on the show stealer Alex Shane in the first semi-final of our FWA British Heavyweight Title Tournament. 4 weeks ago, we saw Scott Parker get past Guy Thunder with the Golden Arrow, only to be attacked by Doug Williams, who came out of the crowd with a piece of metal scaffolding and took it to Scott Parker's ribs. He really did a number on those ribs, making Scott Parker's participation in tonight's match questionable. It was between Scott Parker and his doctors as to whether he was fit enough to take part. As you see, with his ribs heavily strapped, Scott Parker has decided to give it a go. Such is his desire, such is his fight, his spunk, his desire to be FWA British Heavyweight Champion. He must be in incredible pain, in incredible discomfort. Those ribs can only be taped up so much. The pain can only be alleviated to a certain level, perhaps enough to allow him to concentrate on the fight in hand. But 1 or 2 blows to those ribs could mean it's all over for Solid Gold. There we see the lovely Angel accompanying Scott Parker to ringside as ever. Tonight though, she'll be back. Victoria de Montfort has ordered that Angel, along with the girls that accompany Alex Shane to the ring, must leave ringside.
And his opponent.
Bye-bye.
And this thing can only mean one thing, and there is the security.
8 inches tall, the show stealer,
If you've been with us since the beginning, you know the girls follow next. Shane's hooches, he likes to call them by another word. That can't be said on family television. And shortly behind them, yes, there he is, Alex Shane, the show stealer. He's bigger than big, he's hard. Shane makes his way around ringside, eyeing every fan in the building. He's letting them know that not only has he been there before, he's been at the top of the British wrestling ladder, and he wants to be there again. Standing in his way is Solid Gold Scott Parker. If he can get past Parker, the glittering prize, the biggest prize in British wrestling awaits him. Underway as soon as Shane has stopped his styling and profiling. He may not be the biggest star in the world, but he's certainly the biggest star in his own mind. Milking the limelight. He loves it. Those fans in the corner, our most vocal section of fans, you've noticed, they're here every week making a noise. And this week they're making the fact that they don't like Alex Shane very, very obvious.
Alex Shane's up! Alex Shane's up!
Well, people, it looks like Solid Gold Scott Parker about to take a one-way trip on the Shane Express to Black and Bluesville. Now, I'm going to kick your backside and advance the funds in this tournament. And there are two things that you can do about it, and that's nothing and liking. But more importantly than all that, guys, you know it by now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to steal the show!
Scott Parker, very much unimpressed by what Alex Shane had to say there. But inside, he must be thinking, how can I take this man down? He's hard-working, he's tough, he's technically skilled, and he's very, very big, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot stress this enough. This man is almost 7 feet tall, and he does things that smaller men would have trouble doing. He's agile, he's dexterous, perhaps only matched by that man in the ring with him tonight, Scott Parker. Both men appeal to the crowd. Scott Parker with more success, and Alex Shane showing he doesn't like that one bit. Crossbody press by Scott Parker. Early 2 count. I can't believe that Alex Shane actually went to it through there. He must have been taking a rest on the mat. Arm drag on a drop toe hold, taking Alex Shane down. Scott Parker showing that he knows what he's got to do to combat Alex Shane's size. If he takes him down to the mat, he's as big as any other man. Shane on the outside regrouping and oh my word! Flying leap, a plancher over the top by Scott Parker. Both men down. Has Scott Parker done more damage to himself than Alex Shane though? The referee urges both men to get back in the ring. The discomfort, the pain on Scott Parker's face is obvious. But what has it done to Alex Shane?
That's a baiter.
Shane momentarily dazed, calling for a timeout. There's no timeouts in wrestling. Scoop slam takes Alex Shane down. He must be wondering what's going on. Standing moonsault. It's all Scott Parker in the early going of this. Shane kicks out on 2. He must be wondering what he's got himself into here. He's got Scott Parker who's dictating the pace of this match. Oh, Alex Shane goes dirty there. Rolling over, pushing the rope. Scott Parker crosses round on the rope. Shane Station! Shane Station kick over the top of the rope. Alex Shane lands on his feet. Scott Parker lands on his head. Further punishment inflicted on the cranium of Scott Parker. A chair meant for sitting, not hitting, driven into Scott Parker's head. I believe that was going to be a powerbomb by Alex Shane on the outside, but Scott Parker was having none of it. It would have been all over for Parker, but he reversed it. Backdrop, Alex Shane went down. Parker's back on top. And there we see the replay, the flying plancher, and then the Shane Station kick by Alex Shane. Both men have disappeared backstage. We don't have a camera back there, I can't really make out what's going on. I'm hearing the impact of chairs on bodies. Who is it? Who's doing the hitting? Who's being hit? I think that's pretty obvious there. The chair wraps around Alex Shane's head, tells its own story. But where's Scott Parker? Where is Solid Gold? No! Solid Gold, Scott Parker is on the balcony. Oh my word! That was like 5 human cars being hit by one smaller, yet faster human car. If this was on a motorway, they'd call it a pile-up, but here they call it FWA action.
Get out of the way!
champion. How can both men come back from this? Surely the impact. Scott Parker coming down from the balcony to Alex Shane. That's almost 30 feet that he plummeted down there. It was a human wreckage, a human flotsam and jetsam. Both men are just ready for salvage. They're ready for the wrecking yard, and yet still they go on. Scott Parker, moonsault. Well scouted by Alex Shane. Alex Shane missed the sword. Scott Parker missed the moonsault. Choke bomb almost took Scott Parker down for the 3 count. I'm amazed how both men can keep going. The stamina, the resilience, the sheer aggression and hunger of these men for this title. Oh, the referee takes a huge rub there. Scott Parker can bounce it. Both men are down. There's a cover. 1, 2, 3. The crowd thinks Scott Parker's won. Scott Parker thought he won. The referee is unconscious. The referee is down. And Alex Shane sends Scott Parker to the outside. Here comes the security. We've seen this before. Last week, that very same security took out Guy Thunder. They took out Guy Thunder. But here's Guy Thunder himself. Guy Thunder's back for revenge. Spear! A spear on Alex Shane. Taking Shane down. Guy Thunder may just return to the tide of this match as the security, Alex Shane's security mess up. A miscommunication. Chris Curtis, de facto head of security, takes down his fellow men. Scott Parker escapes. There we go. One night stand. No! Scott Parker reverses the one night stand. Is this golden arrow? The golden arrow. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Scott Parker is in the final. Scott Parker has beaten Alex Shane. Throw away your history book. It means nothing. All that history is now just a footnote. Page 1 says solid gold Scott Parker beat the show stealer Alex Shane. Everything else is useless. We've rewritten the history books. This is so important. I can't sum it up in a word. Perhaps I can sum it up in a sound. That sound would be I'm still having trouble believing it. Alex Shane, the clear favourite from the beginning of the tournament, when he beat Jack Xavier way back in week 1 of our series. Guy Thunder has given Scott Parker a passage into the final. What is Guy Thunder's agenda? Is it just that he hates Alex Shane? I can't blame him. There it is, the spear from Guy Thunder. That's the security mess up on the outside. Scott Parker hit the golden arrow. Guy Thunder and Scott Parker, they are 2 heroes for our time. Next week, Scott Parker will take on John Williams. Who knows what the future holds for Guy Thunder? We've got to take a break. We'll be back in a while. On Sunday, the 29th of July, at the Pyramid Centre, Southsea Portsmouth, Frontier Wrestling presents No Surprises 3, featuring former WWF star The Blue Meanie. Check frontierwrestling.com for details. Welcome back to Frontier Wrestling, and just like last week when Breed TV interrupted this programme, the New Breed are in the ring, and they've got something to say.
The 2 little lowlifes out the back now. I want you to drag your carcasses into this ring now and come get you some Breed. Guys, short and sweet.
Please do keep it short and sweet.
We've beaten up you with chairs. We've beaten up your manager with chairs. What's it going to take for you guys to understand that you haven't got what it takes to beat the Breed? I'll tell you what it's going to take. Tonight's match, Breed rules. There's no count-outs, no DQs. Anything goes. So bring your first selves down here now and get a beating.
Did you see the look on Kappo Khan's face as the Breed announced that this match will take place under Breed rules? No count-outs, no DQs. Chatterer's scared.
Introducing the team that will defeat the Inbreed.
mystery is over. There's Kappo Khan's new team, La Familia, Los Hermanos Castano, the brothers from Colombia, Jorge, Alex Castano. They mean business. I don't know what Kappo Khan has promised them to get the job done. He must have paid them a lot. These guys don't come cheap. Where they come from, however, life is cheap. They're going to treat the breed with the same contempt that the Colombian authorities, the Colombian police, treat the civilians of that country. Life is cheap there. People mean business when they get in your face in Colombia. And certainly the Castanos are going to mean business when they mess with the new breed. I'm not even sure they want these titles, you know. The FWA Tag Team Titles are secondary to the Castanos. Los Hermanos Castano are after one thing, dealing out punishment to the new breed. The new breed thought that they'd done their business by announcing breed rules. They thought that the match was as good as over at that point. But I can tell you now, Jorge, Alex Castano, they're sadistic men. They mean business. They're going to get into the ring and fight with the breed. Be it breed rules, be it no rules. It's going to be a humdinger of a match. It's going to be a hell of a contest. No quarter's going to be asked, I'm sure. Certainly none's going to be given. Those fans better watch out. Being ringside is not the place to be for this fight. Jorge Castano is bloodthirsty. I'm not actually saying he's ever killed a man. I'm not saying he's spilled a man's blood. But look at him. Look, he's the kind of man with no respect for human life. Ash and Curve better watch out, because this is the Castanos they're dealing with. The 18-month reign of the new breed as FWA Tag Team Champions. They're the only tag team champions we've ever had in the FWA. I must point that out. But that reign is severely under threat from these two men, the Castano brothers. Can the breed overcome them? There's a good start. Will it be enough? Let's watch. Pairing off straight away, it's Ash with Alex Castano and Curve with Jorge. And it's the new breed on top for the beginning. The Castanos taken down. The new breed don't want to lose these titles. Those titles mean a lot to them. They've grown with the titles. When the new breed first won the belts, they were nothings in the FWA. They had no fans, they had no future. Now, exactly the opposite is the case. The fans are solidly behind the new breed, and they are the future. We are the breed, we are the future, they're fond of saying. They said it last week on their Outlaw Breed TV. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't. It meant 3 minutes I couldn't be on TV. They interrupted, and the fans loved them for it. As we see, it's already getting ugly here. Alex Castano hooking up with Ash. George Castano on the outside, taking it to Curve. They're going to use weapons. They're going to use anything they can get their hands on. An orthodox takedown there by Alex Castano. He'll take Ash down in any way he can to try and win this match. On the outside, it's getting ugly already. I can't quite see what's happening out there. They're not meant to be fighting out there. We haven't set up our cameras. We haven't set up our lights to get the best view. They're quite simply not supposed to be there. They're not supposed to be using that. Oh! Oh, a variation of Curve there by Curve there. Off the stage, driving his elbow into the body of Jorge Castano as he lay on that table. Acai moonsault to the outside by Alex Castano takes Ash down. I'm getting a bit bewildered here. I can't really see what's going on. It's like two fights in once. This is the kind of action the FWA brings you. Action here, action there. There's FWA action everywhere. The Castanos are on top, and Kappo Khan, as he wants me to call him from now on. I'm reluctant, but I'll do it. Looks on celebratory outside. Is his celebratory mood too quick? I think it is. As Curve comes back, a thumb to the bum of Alex Castano. They're unorthodox, but they'll do anything to get the job done. Thumbs to bums, chairs to backs, chairs to heads. Anything goes in this. It's breed rules, it's out of control, and I love it. The fans chanting FWA, FWA, they love this. They come here each and every week for a taste of this action. You can join them. Check frontierwrestling.com for details of future shows and future tapings. Foot to the back of Alice Castano's head, and then Zuri Giri on the back of... I'm lost for words. There's a count in the ring. It was almost a 3 count. The job was almost done, but Jorge Castano is not going out like that. A pile driver from Curve. Sorry, it's not going to get the job done. It's going to take more than that. Go back to the well, see what else you can draw up. Ladies and gentlemen, TV land, I've got to tell you that I'm worn out just watching this match. These men are just looking for new, they're looking for calculated ways to take their opponent apart. A section of fans obviously loyal to the Colombians there in the crowd, raising the Colombian standard high. They'll probably break into Oh, I Love You Colombia, which I'm sure is what their national anthem is called. Such is the passion of the Colombian people being shown in these two young punks today. Whip into the guardrail. Ash hits the guardrail hard as Curve hits the turnbuckle hard. It's a double whammy for the breed. The Castanos are on top. They want the titles. Jorge Castano, what is he doing? He's getting involved with the crowd. He hates everyone in this arena. He hates Curve. He's shown that with a chair to the head. He hates the people in the crowd. He's shown that with a bit of verbal tennis backwards and forwards. He hates the referee. He hates me. He probably even hates his brother and his manager. But that's the kind of hate that is going to see Jorge Castano and his brother Ales lift the FWA Tag Team Titles, I'm sure. Not that time though, as senior referee Steve Linsky got down to the mat, perhaps a little too late, so that 3 count came up short. Curve whipped into the turnbuckle. In goes Jorge. A second off is his timing as his sternum crashes into the top turnbuckle. Curve lays him in the corner, and I think I know what's coming now. Ash gets the chairs as Ales is brought into the ring. Is Ales going to be put in the opposite corner? Yes, he is. You know what's going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen. We saw this way back in the second week of our series 3 weeks ago. Then the double Van Breedenator, they call it the linchpin, was dealt to Mo Chatra, to Kappo Khan. Both chairs over him, both feet to his face. This time it's a variation. A chair in each corner. No! No! Just as they were about to deliver the linchpin, Mo Chatra, Kappo Khan as he likes to be known, interfered in the match. He made his presence known, shaking the ropes, sending the breed down onto the turnbuckles. Ash is down. Curve gets a spike neck breaker. Is that it? 2, 3, it's all over. We have new tag team champions. Kappo Khan has done what he set out to do weeks ago. He's taken the tag team titles from the new breed. We finally have new tag team champions. The era of the breed is over. La Familia, Los Hermanos Castano, the Colombian Connection are our new tag team champions. This can only mean one thing. Chaos will reign in the FWA. They are the champions. They hold the belt. Jorge Castano shows his contempt for the belt, throwing it to the ground, stamping on it as Ales uses it to whip Ash. Curve is better off out of this. He's on the outside of the ring. The punishment has ended for Curve, but it's only just begun for Ash. The Colombian Connection are cruel. They care for no one. I've said before, and they hate everyone, perhaps even each other. This is a dark day for the FWA. The Colombians are the champions as we see the spike neck breaker. That's the Bogota blockbuster, I'm informed. The Colombians are the champions. The Breed are out. They're out of fashion like flares, and I'm out of time. This is Mark Priest saying goodbye. See you next week.